Number 80, Joe Nemechek. Front row Joe Nemechek comes in as the 80th best Cup driver of all time. The 1992 Xfinity Series champion had a career that spanned over 35 years in the top 3 series. He started in Xfinity during the early 1990s, establishing his name before becoming a Cup driver from 1994 onwards. He started by driving for himself, before moving to more underfunded startup teams during his career. He attained 4 wins for 4 completely different organizations, all at tracks that were vastly different. Joe's last Cup start came in 2019, racing with his son John Hunter, who has also begun to build a name for himself in the Truck Series. In total, with his 4 wins, 18 top 5s, 62 top 10s, 10 poles, and 1,246 laps led, his total score is 1,804.6. Number 79, Dick Hutcherson. The most winningest driver on the list so far, Dick Hutcherson, with his short yet great career, comes in 79th. Dick started racing in 1964 before running the 1965 season full-time. He finished second in points, and would never run full-time again afterwards. Across only 103 starts, he accrued an impressive slate of stats. The only reason he has not placed higher is due to his accomplishments being in the golden era of NASCAR, and not in the modern era. In total, with his 14 wins, 64 top 5s, 73 top 10s, 21 poles, and 4,045 laps led, his total score is 1,864.5. Number 78, Curtis Turner. The Hall of Famer started his career in the first year of the motorsport, 1949. Turner as a talent was highly impressive, but as a personality and innovator is where he built his legacy. Turner helped fund the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and he would drive on and off whilst doing various other ulterior things until his untimely death in 1970. In total, with his 17 wins, 54 top 5s, 73 top 10s, 16 poles, and 4,918 laps led, his total is 1,890.8. Number 77, Eric Amarola. Whilst in his probable last season, Eric Amarola has moved to the 77th all-time position with his Cup career so far. His early career was rocky, being a DEI prospect before bouncing back to trucks and then back to the 43 car at Petty. He ran there until he was given the 10 car at Stewart-Haas Racing in 2018, where he has seen his most success. At the beginning of this year, he announced his retirement, but the rumor mill in 2022 has been crazy, and it's still possible that he might come back. In total, with his 3 wins, 26 top 5s, 84 top 10s, 3 poles, and 893 laps led, his total score is 1,940.3. Number 76, Leroy Yarborough. Perhaps one of the most forgotten what-ifs in NASCAR history, Leroy Yarborough takes the 76th spot on this list. Yarborough started racing at the young age of 21, before getting a ride with Junior Johnson in the late 60s. He won a Daytona 500, and appeared to start building momentum to become a legend. But Yarborough went through many personal strifes, and died in a mental ward at the age of 46 in 1984. In total, with his 14 wins, 64 top 5s, 92 top 10s, 10 poles, and 3,407 laps led, his total score is 1,967.7. Number 75, Lenny Pond. Being a consistent mid-pack threat throughout the 1970s and 80s, Lenny Pond built a name on respect and grit through his Cup career. He claimed his sole win in 1978 at Talladega for Harry Ranier. He finished top 5 in 1976 Cup points, and ran all the way to 1989 part-time in Cup. In total, with his 1 win, 39 top 5s, 88 top 10s, 5 poles, and 927 laps led, his total score is 1,971.7. Number 74, Jimmy Spencer. Mr. Excitement slots in 74th with his respectful Cup career. The Northern Modified driver started in Cup in 1989, before finding a ride with Junior Johnson, where he got his only 2 Cup wins in 1994. Spencer through most of the 90s afterwards was a consistent mid-pack threat, and by the turn of the century, he found himself in a feud with a young Kurt Busch. It was his last glimmers of his Cup career before he stepped away in 2006. In total, with his 2 wins, 28 top 5s, 80 top 10s, 3 poles, and 1,457 laps led, his total score is 1,988.7. Number 73, Brian Vickers. The 2003 Busch champion comes in 73rd all-time with his Cup career. Starting out with Hendrick, Vickers attained mediocre results before winning at Talladega in the fall of 2006. The circumstances that this win came under were controversial, to say the least. He then went to Red Bull in 2007 and struggled with the new Toyota team for a few years until he made the chase in 2009. He then from 2010 onwards was plagued by health issues until his last starts in 2016. In total, with his 3 wins, 29 top 5s, 78 top 10s, 12 poles, and 1,242 laps led, his total is 2005.2. Number 72, Ward Burton. The 2002 Daytona 500 champion started off his Cup career in the early 90s. Driving the A.J. Dillard 31 car, he then moved to Bill Davis Racing in 1995, where he stayed, capturing nearly all of his Cup success. He left in 2004 and stepped away from Cup after running part-time through 2007. And in total, with his 5 wins, 24 top 5s, 82 top 10s, 7 poles, and 1,916 laps led, his total score is 2,050.6. Number 71, Elmer Langley. The legendary pace car driver comes in 71st in his driving career that stretched nearly 3 decades. Starting all the way back in 1954, Langley was 25 at his first Cup start. He then ran at least part-time all the way up till 1979, and then one last start in 1981. Langley's only 2 wins came in the year 1966 at Spartanburg and Manassas. In total, with his 2 wins, 63 top 5s, 193 top 10s, 1 pole, and 386 laps led, his total score is 2,147.6.